In the golden era of streaming platforms and infinite content, some characters become so etched into our memories that we forget the actors behind them are growing up just like we are. Enter Iain Armitage, the precocious star who charmed audiences for years as the lovable, socially awkward genius in young Sheldon. Now 17 years old, Iain is hardly recognizable, not just in appearance, but in presence, attitude, and career choices. It's not simply a matter of longer hair or a deeper voice. It's something else. The transformation from child actor to young adult artist, still growing, still glowing, but on an entirely new frequency. The boy genius grows up for 7 seasons. Iain Armitage wore bow ties, buttoned-up shirts, and a constant look of mild judgment as he played Sheldon Cooper, the iconic spin-off role made famous by Jim Parsons in The Big Bang Theory. Armitage's version of Sheldon wasn't just a carbon copy. He brought a sweetness and sincerity that made the character his own, earning fans from all generations and lighting up the screen with his uncanny ability to make intelligence both adorable and complicated. But now, well, the bow tie is gone. Armitage at 17 is tall, lean, and strikingly stylish. A scroll through his recent public appearances or Instagram stories reveals someone who has not only grown physically but evolved into someone with a voice, aesthetic, and energy completely his own. The baby-faced actor once known for his curious, wide-eyed expressions is now a poised young man with a sharp jawline, expressive eyes, and a wardrobe that screams creative, eclectic, confident. In his latest photos, fans can barely believe it's him. Gone is the nervous, know-it-all 9-year-old obsessed with theoretical physics. In his place stands someone who looks more like a Gen Z Timothée Chalamet than a sitcom star. And it's not just the fans noticing. Reinvention in real time. I never wanted to be stuck in one version of myself, Iain said in a recent interview with Vanity Teen. Even as a kid, I saw acting as a form of discovery, not performance. It's like each role teaches me something new about myself. That ethos is now radiating through everything he does. He's taking voice acting roles, continuing his stint as young Shaggy in the Scoob franchise, dabbling in theater again, and even trying his hand at screenwriting. The shift isn't just a career pivot, it's a reinvention in real time. Many young actors struggle with being pigeonholed. The child star curse is infamous in Hollywood, but Iain seems to be dodging that fate with intentional grace. He hasn't overexposed himself, hasn't chased every new trend, and hasn't tried too hard to prove he's grown up. Instead, he's allowed the work, and his own evolution, to speak for itself. A star raised by stories. To understand Iain's metamorphosis, one must remember where he came from. Born in 2008 to a family deeply rooted in the arts. His mother is a theater producer, and his father a Scottish actor. Iain was practically raised backstage. Before young Sheldon, he had a YouTube channel reviewing Broadway shows, and his insight, even at age 6, was astonishing. "I didn't see things as grown-up or kid stuff," he once said. "If the story moved me, I loved it, that's all." That instinctive connection to storytelling has never left him. Even as the pressures of fame grew, Iain maintained a rare sense of perspective, one grounded in gratitude and curiosity. At 17, he still talks about acting not as a ladder to success, but as an art form, a collaborative game of empathy and imagination. Style and substance. Part of what makes Iain's recent, unrecognizable transformation so shocking is his newfound sense of style. No longer limited to the nerd chic wardrobe of his on-screen persona, Iain has embraced a look that defies easy categorization. One day he's photographed in a vintage leather jacket and flared jeans, the next in oversized knitwear and combat boots. It's a little bit retro, a little bit indie, and entirely his own. And then there's the hair. Gone is the neatly combed, side-parted hair of his youth. These days, it's longer, a bit tousled. Like he just walked out of an art school zine photo shoot. It's the kind of look that says, "I know who I am, or at least, I'm not afraid to keep figuring it out." But this isn't just surface-level change. With his wardrobe and new demeanor comes a more mature energy, contemplative, open-minded, occasionally rebellious in that soft-spoken kind of way. He seems like someone you'd meet at a film festival in Brooklyn, passionately discussing Ingmar Bergman and Studio Ghibli in the same breath. The road ahead. So, what's next for Iain Armitage? Rumors swirl of a directorial debut. Others whisper of an indie film role that's so different from young Sheldon it may cause cultural whiplash. One thing's for sure, he's not done surprising us. And if the internet reaction to his recent transformation is anything to go by, audiences are eager to see what he does next. "I don't think you ever stop growing," Iain mused in a 2025 podcast appearance. "Every year you get to ask, who am I now? And the cool part is, there's never just one answer." From child star to cultural chameleon. If the transition from child actor to serious artist is a tightrope, then Iain Armitage is walking it barefoot, smiling. There's a kind of quiet revolution in the way he's aging, not hurriedly, not tragically, but thoughtfully. At 17, he's still young, but make no mistake, this isn't just a glow up, it's a level up. So yes, the boy genius is unrecognizable now. But maybe that's the point. Iain Armitage isn't here to be the same kid we once knew. He's here to be whoever he wants, whether that's an actor, writer, style icon, or something we haven't seen yet. And honestly, we can't wait to meet him. Would you like this formatted for publication, e.g., as a blog or magazine piece, or adjusted for a specific tone or outlet?